Welcome to the Predictive Playbook. I'm running solo today, and I'm your host, John Ryan. And the reason I'm running solo is I want to present to you two of the tougher 8 versus 9 seeds in the first round and some opinions and bets that I'm going to take to the window on these two games. So I'm pretty confident on these. Certainly no guarantee, of course. Have to be smart with your betting ways. And I also have a special promotion running to help pay for all this stuff. We know we got to pay for the lights to stay on. And it's a drastically reduced opportunity to get the NCAA tournament and also a different package to get 30 days of all access. But let's put that aside. I'm terrible at promotions. I'm terrible at sales. I'm terrible at even promoting myself and my record. But I'm looking for my 6th consecutive NCAA tournament of profitability for my clients. There's several sites that have documented records for me ranging at 57.5% against the spread over my last 757 NBA and college basketball picks going all the way back to the beginning of 2018. So I can stand and feel good about that. That's not a bad record over that stretch of time. So let's get to the games here. The one that I really like a lot is the Georgia Tech versus Loyola, Illinois game. That's going to take place at Hinkle Fieldhouse at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow afternoon. And like I said, it's an 8 versus 9 seeding, and they're always the toughest ones to call in your bracket. And if you get these right, it can go a long way to you winning the bracket and winning the prize money too that's involved with your bracket. So in this matchup, there was a takeaway from the show I did with Rob Vino of Rob Vino Sports and at Wager Talk, a good friend of mine and very, very astute professional bettor who's been doing it many, many decades. And speaking of decades, it's my birthday. I can't believe I didn't even say that. I'm actually proud to say it's my birthday. If you want to say happy birthday to me, by all means, send me a direct message. I don't mind. But I'm kind of proud at this part of my life. It kind of feels good. I don't get worried about it being, oh no, it's like one more year no, it's all celebration. Just glad to be on the right side of the turf, as they say. But yeah, it is my birthday. So speaking of decades, Rob Vino gave me a big takeaway from the show we did last night that went over the Midwest and the South regions in great detail. Went up well over an hour, and neither one of us realized it went over an hour because we were enjoying the conversation so much. So, I have the link for that right here on the show here. Let's see, where's the... Oh, it's right on the screen already, so that's good. And the takeaway was that Loyola has the ability to exact their will on a team, and they can force Georgia Tech to play the way they want to play. And that is so critical in this matchup. And it really stuck with me, and it made me like Loyola even more. You may know the shows that Kyle Hunter appeared on. He and I, in fact, he gets credit for me going to the window and betting Loyola to win the NCAA tournament at 50-1 and 45-1. Unfortunately, if they win, they're probably going to be playing Illinois, who I also have to win the NCAA tournament. So we'll have to figure something out there. They just, terrible seeding for Loyola. They're not an 8 seed. They're more like a 6 or a 5, in my opinion. And I think that's shared by a lot of other people that have been on this show as well. So what we have here is a very solid matchup. But I think this is a game that Loyola can win, possibly by double digits. Loyola comes into round 1 playing extremely well on a 6-game win streak. Most impressive has been the last 3 during their tournament run. And it's all favorable news, of course, for Loyola, and it's supported by an excellent regular season and tournament-tested betting system that has hit 72% winning bets over the last 25 seasons. So get your pencil and paper out now. The requirements are that you bet on neutral court teams as a favorite, including Pick'em, that have won their last 3 games by double digits and that are averaging 67 to 74 points per game and playing an opponent who's allowing 67 to 74 points per game. So that's all there is to it. And most recently, this system has gone 9-4 against the spread in the first round of the NCAA tournament over the last 5 tournament seasons. So this adds more fuel to my fire with Loyola. And of course, you gotta love Sister Jean. I saw her on ABC News, and I'm sure a lot of you all did too, with David Muir. And it's just such a feel-good story with her. 102 years old, an amazing woman, incredibly funny, and she said that she does pray a lot for these basketball teams, but she prays a heck of a lot more for Loyola than she does for the opponent. And I just about fell off my chair. Anyway, that is a 3% best bet on Loyola Chicago playing tomorrow, March 19th. Then the second game here is LSU versus St. Bonaventure. And St. Bonaventure has 5 returning starters, all juniors. They're all going to return next year for their senior year. So they should be the favorite once again to win the Atlantic 10 regular season and the Atlantic 10 Conference Tournament championship, which they did this year. VCU is in the tournament, as is St. Louis from the Atlantic 10. However, St. Bonaventure is a team coached by Schmidt, and he has created some of the best chemistry I've seen in a long time on this team. I'm not suggesting that this is a team that can win it all. They are lacking depth on the bench, but the way these starting 5 play, which is 4 guards and 1 forward, is phenomenal to watch. And it's not 4 small guards. Some of these guys have NBA bodies. Kyle Lofton is the point guard. He's also a shooting guard, but he has team highs in assists at 5.5, and he's the high scorer on the team at 14.6. He also contributes 3.6 rebounds. Jaron Holmes is 6'5", 215. He's averaging 13.6. Jalen Attaway, 6'5", 215, 12.3 points per game. Dominic Welch, the 4th guard, 6'5", 210, 11.7 points per game, 6.1 boards. And their big man is 6'10", and he's 225 pounds. Asenini, averaging 10.5 points per game. So, and he also a team high 9.5 boards. Now, this is 9.5 in a team that likes to play slow. Like I said, they're defense first, and it's evident. They ranked 3rd in the nation in scoring defense, allowing 60.3 points per game. They rank 11th in my efficiency ratings based on defensive prowess. It's a real defense, and you're going to see it live at 1:45 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. I really think, win or lose, you're going to see a team that is going to leave everything on the floor. And that's what this is all about. That's what makes it so much fun. It's not about salaries. It's not about contracts. These kids are just playing because they love the game. So with 5 returning starters, all averaging double digits, which is rare at the NCAA level, and playing fundamentally sound, unselfish ball at both ends of the court, and facing an LSU team from the SEC that I hate to say has been largely inconsistent, largely unfocused at times, seems to almost want to play defense, and then at other times they don't want to play defense. And it's kind of amazing because the team has 2 or 3 NBA draft picks on their roster, and they just don't seem to have it all together. Now, I can honestly tell you that St. Bonaventure does have it together. And there's no doubt in my mind that St. Bonaventure is going to put up a huge fight in this game. This is not going to be something where an SEC team just simply walks away from an Atlantic 10 team. Unfortunately, St. Bonaventure is going to have a tough test if they win in the next round, but that's the trouble with an 8-9 seed. You're always going to be going up against that number 1 seed in the second round. But don't count them out, and that's about all I have really for this game. I wish I could talk more, but I won't. I'll cut the show off here. So our best bets for the show and best bets that are going to my clients is a 3% best bet on St. Bonaventure and a 3% best bet on Loyola of Chicago. So you can see my special that I have. It's running on the bottom of the board in the scroll area there. And now maybe you can see it a little bit better. All you do is send me a direct message or an email to the email address there, john.ryan@predictiveplaybook.com, and you will be entitled to paying just $49 for the NCAA tournament. It's the lowest price I've ever offered for the NCAA tournament. And if you want 30 days of all access, all sports, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, then that would be just $99, which is by far the lowest price I've ever offered for an all access 30-day package. So all you have to do is send me a message, say you watched the show, tell me you subscribe to the channel, tell me you gave me a like, and we'll throw that package your way. And I think you're going to be pleased with the results. Like I said, I've 5 years in a row of profitability. Of course, there's no guarantee there's going to be a sixth, but I think my track record of 25 years can stand up by itself. And I encourage you to give me a shot. And we'll have a lot of fun this next 30 days, and we'll see how it turns out. So for the Predictive Playbook, I am John Ryan. I appreciate all of you listening in and growing our channel as fast as it has been growing. And remember, may all the wins be yours.